going. I'll be damned if I listen to the opinion of a man with an unwashed ass. That song's stuck in my head for like days now. Bonjour, Miss Aleph. Ça va? That's all the French I can remember for French class. Hey lovelies, it's your Swan creator bringing you a brand new video. Now, as you can tell from the beginning of this video, I did the cardinal sin of artists and I plagiarized people's art by tracing them. I was young, I was so stupid. My madre, she's sick. My padre, he eats out the garbage. The king, he paid me money to do. Bonus points if I know where that speech came up. But yeah, I used to plagiarize and I now started out. So I was frustrated with the level I had with digital art. So I just took people's art, traced over it, changed little itty bitty things that tricked my brain into thinking I changed it enough so it's okay, they won't know. I know. And so did a bunch of other people. Even though there's only one person that called me out, and it was so early on when I was learning to draw, but still it wasn't a nice feeling to be called out, especially since I know that what I was doing was wrong, but I was living in this bubble where I was making cute art and I was tricking my brain enough to think, oh, I changed it enough that it looks like my art. And then one person was like, you traced that art, and that bubble I was living in popped and I stopped completely. I was like, no. And then I deleted those images, and then I thought I had it on my computer, but apparently I don't. I think I deleted it when I switched computers, but I got some and I said, hey, now would be a good time to redraw the sins of my past, because now I can actually draw by myself. And one thing about the tracing, it gives you a boost in confidence, but it also keeps you from learning anything. So when I was tracing, I was like, okay, watch how advanced I got. This is so cute. Look how good I got this, guys. And then when I tried to draw by myself, it looked nothing like the things that I traced. So I quit digital painting for a while. And then I come back at it because right now it's one of my to-go-to art mediums to use, and I can draw good now on digital by myself, no tracing. The tracing hindered me because when I started drawing by myself, it looked ugly. It didn't look good. So don't trace, guys. Don't trace unless you're learning from the tracing. Dina Nolan has a very good video about how it's okay to trace, and I'll put it like in the card here or in the description box below. And now, to pay for the sins of my past, I'm going to redraw 3 of the illustrations that I did when I traced, and do it in my own art style, no tracing. I don't trace anymore, guys. I don't trace anymore. Oh yeah, I even have a video where I talked about the plagiarism. So if you want to see that, here's the video here. And yeah, let's get into my sins. My sins. Oh, I sin so bad. So this is the first illustration that made me snap out of stealing people's art. And I totally traced this from Dorky Rosie, and I stole the pose, everything. I just changed the skin color and the hair, and being called out was so scary, but also I was doing it wrong. I don't know how much time I'll say that it was wrong, but I traced everything. And because I gave her different hair, I was like, oh, it's different enough. No, it wasn't. I tried to find the original illustration, but like she deleted it off her page, so I can't show you the original. I tried to find it, I couldn't. So here I am drawing Swan as Garnet in my own style. So while this speed paint is going on, let me tell you the story of how I got called out. So around the time I got called out, Lavender Town and Casey the Golden. I know it's Casey Golden, but I always say Casey the Golden for some reason. But anyhow, and Casey the Golden started an Amino page. I don't know if that's still so wrong. I'm too terrified to go back there. And at this stage, I was so bold about my tracing that, and nobody called me out on it for a while, but then again, nobody really watched my content, but whatever, that I posted it there, and the instant boost I got when people was like, oh my god, this looks so good. I was like, oh my god, yeah, it feels so good. And somebody was like, you traced this. And I was like, damn. They caught me. And that wasn't it, because of how I had my social media handle on it. They went to my Instagram and said something. I was barely on Twitter, but they reached over on Twitter and did something. Maybe on Facebook too. I don't know. I haven't used Facebook in like forever, so I don't know. And they even reached out to the artist. So Dorothy Rosie messaged me and she said, hey, yeah, Trace, but make sure and put the mention of the original creator. And I did that in the post. And then the person who called me out still came over and said, you can't say you copied, that you traced it, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, okay, fair point. Yes, I did. Yes, I did it. And I replied to their 3-sentence, paragraph long comment. I didn't even know you can make a comment that long. Okay, because I'm not going to fight them. They're correct. And because I was avoiding social media and deleting everything that I did, I wasn't online for a while. And then, so it took me a while to comment the okay. And then they come back and said, oh, it took you over 3 hours to comment back at me. At the time, I was still shamefaced. I'm still ashamed to this day. But now looking back, when I've scrolled all the way back, I'm going to leave the post after anyhow. All the way back, I'm like, wait. Now when I'm thinking about it, that person just wanted to fight me. Because I already resolved the thing with the artist I stole from. Still wrong. The person called me out. Still, I am in the wrong. I know I am the wrong and I shouldn't make excuses. But how this person keep coming at me? If I had still like go after them and keep commenting, they would have gone to have like whole big fist fight with me, and I'm online and I'll be like, why? But I was younger. How young? That was a long time ago, but I can't remember. Younger then, and I didn't like confrontation. And it was really weird because yes, I did it wrong. I was a horrible person for doing this. But this person kept nitpicking me. So I know I'm wrong, guys, but do you think they wanted a fight as well? I'm just asking. So anyhow, here's the end of the illustration. Here's the original piece that I stole. Straight out stole. And this is a vector piece, by the way. All my illustrations on the computer was vector based in the beginning. So all this is vector. And yes, I completely stole it. If you guys know Dorky or Rosie's art about Garnet, you know I stole it. And this is me drawing Swan as Garnet in my own style. No tracing. I took references, but that's not the same as the and I feel so much happier and lighter about it. Look how good she looks. Okay, so this one was when I got really bold. I got blatantly bold. I traced everything. And I tried to find the original art. This is the original art that I traced over. I tried to find the artist, but this art has been stolen so much times that somebody is selling it on Redbubble and they changed the color. I'm like, oh my god, it made me even feel even more guilty. So for this redraw, I was thinking about drawing the original Wonder Woman that I grew up with. But then I noticed there's a 2010 version of Wonder Woman that has a jacket and pants. And you know how Swan likes to wear pants? Me, myself, and I as well like pants. So I was like, you know what? I'm going with this costume. This costume is badass. It's badass. So here's my references. But I mainly took the second pose more. So I love Wonder Woman. Especially when you know the history of Wonder Woman, how it's an African tribe of people that beat the French from, colonizing them. And the French was so embarrassed by being beaten by a tribe of women that they lied and said, oh, they're 7 feet tall, they're Amazonian. And that's the story where Stanley took and colonized Wonder Woman. Because these people of Africa, they were black, and Stanley made Wonder Woman white, but whatever. And this 2010, I don't really read comics anymore. The only exposure to superheroes that I have is the one that I saw on TV, that what Channel 6 or Channel 2 permitted me to see. So Wonder Woman is one of those cool ones, but she literally falls into the trap of falling in love with men, like a lot of men, which is okay. Seriously, it's her thing. But I grew up with Wonder Woman always falling in love with somebody. She fall in love with Bruce. She fall in love with some World War II veteran. She fall in love with some random dude she met down the road. And I'm like, you're this badass woman with lasso of truth, and you got an invisible jet that people could see through, and you're just looking like you're flying, sitting down weirdly in the sky. Anyhow, and all she does is fall in love with men. Will it make more sense for her to fall in love with women? Since it makes more sense.
I'm a blossom. I don't need a Batman to my Robin. I'm official on a Gotti. You can hit a vroom vroom in my Rari. I'm not sorry. No, I'm not sorry. It's official. I'm a problem. I done made it this far. I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry. But you gonna be sorry.
Why you really mad? Cause I copped the 2-seater. And it's me, myself, and I, and it's too many people down. I just saw the movie like it's belly ache. I'm too busy eating, got a belly ache. Ooh, I just want my cheese kinda shredded. Wait, maybe we can celebrate. I just hit 11 straight. Ayy, I'm a bad man, so I might just go to God. It's a lane poppin', so I might just show my partners. Tell me what you learn from a nigga, what you earn from a nigga. I just roll, baby, blossom. Yeah, hold on. They ain't ready like they gotta put their clothes on. It's the best time of my life. Cause a nigga was depressed, but now I'm living right, yeah.
See me poppin', I'm a blossom. I don't need a Batman to my Robin. I'm official on a Gotti. You can hit a vroom vroom in my Rari. I'm not sorry. No, I'm not sorry. It's official. I'm a problem. I done made it this far. I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry. But you gonna be sorry. I'm not sorry. No, I'm not sorry. No, I'm not sorry. Made it this far. I'm not sorry. My post try to start me out, but I'm a young rose and I can't be out. I get it. I go young Russell. See me flip on the best to a million. Wonder why I bought so hard. I'm the only MJ from the block. I'ma need dark brown in my shop. Oh, I know about my poster. 'Cause I don't need your doubts. I'ma stay 10 toes down. Look how I rose from the ground. And none of these hoes, they can't take it. See me poppin', I'm a blossom. I don't need a Batman to my Robin. I'm official on a dotted. You can hear the vroom vroom in my Rari. I'm not sorry. No, I'm not sorry. It's official. I'm a problem. I done made it this far. I'm not sorry.
Okay, so this one, I really liked how this one came out. I know I stole, and I couldn't find. I really tried to find the original image, but from the picture I have in my head, I think the original image came from Mocha Roll. Like, here's one of the samples of their illustration. I don't know if it's a boy or girl or the non-binary. So Mocha Roll, they have some really cute. That's watercolor, guys. That's watercolor. It's so good, and I stole their art. I am horrible. But this illustration is the one that made me want to redo this series, like to redraw my illustration, because I'm part of Sonia Stageman's patrons, and this month's challenge is to take a color palette and make an illustration with it. And when I saw the color palette, it made me think of this illustration, and then that's where the guilt fell in. That's where the guilt is like, oh Lord. Okay, yeah, I still watching too much TikTok, and I was like, okay, wouldn't it be fun to redraw this illustration and use the color palette? But then it made me think, what if I redrew more of the illustrations that I stole? And I was like, phew, this video idea was born. I'm doing reparations, guys. And it doesn't fully get rid of the guilt, because what I did was really bad, and I know you guys are kind of getting fed up of me keep saying, oh my god, I stole, oh my god, I was so horrible. But it's really something that stays with you, because I won't like somebody stealing my art, which would be ironic because I stole people's art, but I don't want it. Oh my gosh, it's such a bad thing to think about, but I have to remember that I did it because I learned from it. It's wrong and bad. So with this illustration, I wanted to keep the main elements, which is the swan in a dress, which is not her usual, and the sunflower, because I traced the sunflower too. I don't know why I keep laughing. But yeah, also that is the color scheme there from Sonia Stageman. And one thing I have to tell you guys, Swan did not dye her hair for this illustration, okay? Her hair is her natural brown color, and I really like how it looks, but she's keeping the purple, okay? Swan's purple hair is one of her signature styles. You gotta stay around. And I really like how all the colors came together. And because I'm going to stop talking now, I'm just going to say the pattern that I made for the dress was so cute. So cute. Swan brown hair really does look good.
Baby, you could keep me happy, but you've been on the road. Oh, I've never needed love so badly. I'm feeling so alone. And you know that I've been often dreaming of having you around. But my life is so complicated, I don't wanna bring you down. I just wanna be free from the freak and feel love for the first time. I just wanna love something about me, see something to open my eyes. Don't wanna be the only one with the house key, have something I'm proud of. I wish we were living in my dreams, cause in another world you'll come with me and we'd be out of sight, out of mind. Drive your windows down with your head in mine. Out of sight, out of mind, when I'm dreaming of you here for me. Out of sight, out of mind. Drive your windows down, we could take our time. Out of sight, out of mind, when I dream I'm never lonely. Out of sight, out of mind. Drive your windows down with your head in mine. Out of sight, out of mind. Out of sight, out of mind. Out of mind. Out of sight,
Okay, lovely. So here is the end results of my redraw from my shameful past. Oh my god. Guys, if I had to take away from anything, the one thing I'm going to tell you, tracing is going to keep you dependent on tracing. Because you will trace someone's art and then you feel this boost, oh, look how good my art is. And then when you try to draw on your own, you're just going to quickly realize, yeah, your art skills didn't level up as much as you thought, and then you just, you know what, let me just trace again, and it will keep you dependent on tracing. That's what happened to me until someone called me out. They were a respectful trope. And yeah, I'm really happy with how these came out. This is a small reprimand, but still what I did was wrong and I need to remember that. Right, so guys, thanks so much for watching. I hope you can forgive me for my shameful past. If not, I understand. Okay, so cool news, I stream more over on Twitch. It's really fun, guys, so come hang out, and you can follow me over here on the internet at these socials. And of course, I would like to thank my patrons: YK, Emile Akoka, Harriet Cheshire, Jennifer Nix, me, Melene Walker, Relstars Art, Danielle, Amber Padilla, okay, Monique, Romeo Kemp, and Daquan. Hey guys, thanks so much for supporting me over on Patreon. Here are the rewards for this month's Patreon reward, so it's not too late for you guys to sign up to get it. Things are shipping out on after July 2nd. That's when the post office near my area is going to reopen, and I still have to do the collectible card, but I have an idea. It's definitely down to 3. I haven't drawn it yet because I have too much ideas. Anyhow, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you when I see you. Bye.
Let's go to an art museum, I'll explain it at the coffee shop. I know you don't get it, but there's no need to fret it. It's like a gift, it's about the thought.